Hey guys, it's Olivia, and welcome back to my channel. So you may be wondering, what is this? So, on my community page, I put a question. I was like, hey, do you guys want a video of my nightly routine? As, like, my writing routine. And everybody's like, yeah, let's do it. And I'm like, I don't think I've gotten a no vote. I haven't checked in, like, a day, but I don't think I've gotten a no vote. So, here we go. And I actually have time to do it now. So, I'm really excited. This is going to be a fun video, and come write with me. So, it's about 6:30 now, which isn't usually when I start. I usually start at this time. I start in between, it's 6:39, exactly. So usually I'll start in between 5 o'clock and 7. So I'm still in like that range. It's very rare I will start after 7. This might be one of those nights though, because it's 6:40 and I have things to do. So yeah, it is a Friday, so I do have a lot more leeway from when I can write and when I can't. But yeah, so most of my writing comes at night. It's very rare I will write during the day unless it's in a notebook. And even that's very rare because usually during the day I'm doing all my other responsibilities. But then at night I have time to sit and that feels nice. And I'm not saying during the day I don't either. I do. It's just saying during the day I focus more on things I need to do. But at night, it's a little bit more different because I'm like, okay, this is when I grind. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like that. I just am. Yeah, so I've had a very, like, specific writing routine for a couple years now. I think it's since 2023. Like, I want to say, like, March of 2023. It was around when I started my second book, when I really started to get into it, because Exposed, my first draft, was just like, oh, write whenever. And I realized I didn't really have much time to write whenever. So I realized that a specific time really needed to be put in place. Sorry, I'm quite literally like straightening up my room because I cannot work in like copious mess. I can work in some mess, but not like insane mess. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about my routine as I'm going, and then I'll kind of walk you through it as I'm doing it. Like, kind of like what I did with the Day in My Life video. So usually what I do, I write in here mostly, or I write in my dining room. So those are like my two main places. It's like my habitats. I won't really write anywhere else. It's very rare where I will go to a different place. I will not go to a different table. I will sit at the same place, at the same table. Don't know why. I mean, like, I guess it's okay if I moved, but also it's like a routine now. It really doesn't matter to me. And then also, like, I do pretty much the same things before I sit down and write. So, yeah, this is different. And I do really like routine, in a way. Like, this is, like, a very integral part, unless there's something going on at night, which some nights I do have stuff going on. But, you know, yeah, this video is going to be long, just because of me talking. So, I'm just going to jump right into what I do. Let's go. Alright, so, what I usually do. I skipped all this, but I shower. I get comfortable in pajamas. I do skincare stuff because, yeah, and put on fuzzy socks. I love my fuzzy socks so much. And now I'm gonna head downstairs to the dining room because that's where I usually do the first bulk of my writing, about the first hour, 30 minutes. And then after that, we'll see where we go from there. Alright, so I'm here. Hi. Sorry I'm walking around so much. I'm gonna sit down. You may recognize this location. This is where I film some of my videos. There we go. Gonna take this out because my hair's kind of wet. Alright, so yeah, so now I'm turning on my computer. It's about 7:10 at this point. 7:10 p.m. So, let me open. So I actually was able to do a little bit of writing earlier today, which is usually, it's not the norm. Like what I told you before, I don't usually write or edit in the mornings or in the afternoons. So I'm mostly starting around this time or earlier, a little earlier. So, I was able to edit all of chapter 21, which, again, weird. I don't usually have a chance to do that, but I thought it was, never mind. But, I thought I wouldn't be able to edit tonight, so I was trying to do some stuff in advance. But then I realized, oh, I can. So, yeah. Let's see. So right now I'm going to be focusing on 22. It's a 9-page chapter. So is 23, which is right after, and those are the chapters I'm editing tonight. They're going to take me like 2.5 hours. Probably longer than that, honestly, because editing takes me a very long time, and that's why I don't like it. But it's not that bad. I mean, I like rereading what I wrote. I think it's really cool. Yeah, so this is about a 9-page chapter, and then 23 is also 9 pages. I'm looking at it right now. Alright, so before I start on this, I'm gonna grab myself food, because I like food. I like eating. That's probably why this takes me so long, is because I eat snacks while I'm writing. Yeah, so I'm gonna go grab water, I'm gonna grab food, and then we'll be back. I've returned. So, yeah, I eat some snacks. Like, I'm really big into coconut and chocolate. This is all coconut and chocolate. These my friend made me, and I'm obsessed. And I also like popcorn and chips and fun things like that. I'm probably not gonna really eat much until I get upstairs to my room, because I really like eating in my room for some reason, and I'm able to do that. So, yeah. It's about 7:15. So I'm probably gonna just start editing, and I'll be doing that for about an hour. But before I get into all my editing, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what I listen to while I'm writing, because yeah, I can't do it in silence, okay? I know if I do it in silence, I can get a lot more done, but if I do it with music or a podcast or something in the background, it's just much more entertaining and fun for me. So, I can still somehow surprisingly focus. So I usually listen to YouTube. I don't watch any shows in the background. I can't, really. I feel like a show, I just don't really follow any shows. I'm just more YouTube, I guess. I've always been like that. Not really big into my own shows. So, basically, what I usually listen to is reaction channels. I know, it sounds interesting, but I do listen to a lot of reaction channels, like, Robert IDK is one of them. I listen to his MSA reactions, which I think are really funny. I also listen to August the Duck, which he does Darman reactions and other type of reactions, which I think is okay. I mean, like, I'll just listen to them in the background. It's kind of just like a hum. And then I'll sometimes go and watch videos to see their commentary, which I kind of like. I also listen to true crime in the background. I will listen to Call Me Chris's Deep Crime Dives. If you haven't seen them, highly recommend. She's really respectful to the victims, and also it's just really interesting to hear about these people's lives and stories. I think she's really good at doing that. And I also listen to Ray William Johnson's, like, true crime stuff. It's really interesting. If you want me to put those links down in the description of what I usually listen to, like the channels, I will. But I listen to, like, some of his true crime stuff as well, even though I don't, it's like background noise, as I said. But it's very interesting to listen to while I'm writing about murder and crime consecutively. Let me think. What else do I listen to? And then I'll also listen to music. So I'll usually go off of YouTube, the mixes that YouTube gives me. I don't have a writing playlist. I have my own playlist on my phone, but I can't access it on my computer for some reason. It's very annoying. And also, I don't really like doing that on my computer. So I'll usually listen to YouTube's mixes, and I've been in a big Paris Paloma phase, as well as all of Alec Benjamin's old songs I really like, and his new ones. His new ones are good too. Yeah, but I'm thinking about making a Spotify playlist, since I have a Spotify account now, planning on just making a playlist just for my writing that I can just listen to in the background of just songs I really like. But I'll mostly do that near the end. So yeah, that's a little bit about it. It's a little over 7:15, and I'm going to spend about an hour writing down here, and then I'll come back to you once I'm moving locations or whatever I'm doing. So yeah, see you then. Hey guys, I'm back. It's been about an hour, I would say. Yeah, so it's 8:14 right now, and I got about half of chapter 22 done. I think it worked out pretty well. Oh, I'm exhausted, and it's only been like an hour. I can't believe it's already been an hour. It felt so fast. That's usually what happens when I'm editing. I'm in a zone. Let me see. yeah, so then I'm probably going to be done with this in the next 30 minutes, but now I actually take a break from writing. So what I usually do is after I work on it, I film all my YouTube content, which is where when I do the editing process videos is around now, or any other like content I need to do, like 1 minute talks, which I want to get back into those, as well as like any other video. I will usually film it around now. Also, I have a thing I do for my friend and my mom where I'm reading to them an audiobook of my book, and they get kind of like early access because they're my mom and my friend. So I don't know if I'm actually going to release an audiobook for Exposed. Like, this one is very unserious of what I'm doing, but I would like to release one at some point. Yeah, so then I'm going to be reading chapter 39 to them tonight, as well as finishing up the editing and doing the editing process videos. So yeah, and this is about the time where I usually migrate up to my room as well. So I'm going to be gathering all my stuff and going upstairs. And I'm probably getting, like, straightening up down here because down here's a mess. So yeah, I'll see you when I get back to my room. Hey guys, it's about 8:40 now. Usually I would have started all my stuff today, but I'm running a bit behind tonight, as you can see. Perfect timing to film this, am I right? Yeah, I'm probably going to be up and down with writing a little bit tonight because I just have a lot going on. So, now, and then also I forgot to do something. I forgot to do Bible reading, so now I had to go do that. So now I'm going to go back. This is when I film all my YouTube content, and when I do the audiobook stuff I mentioned before. So, yeah, I'll see you after I finish that. Hey, so I filmed a YouTube video. It should be up. If it's not, oh well. I got a couple more things to do, so I'm not going to film that audio thing till 9:30ish. Not for another thing, so come edit with me. I'm going to do a time lapse, and we'll see how long it goes. Alright, so this used to be 35 seconds, but I cut it down, and I sped it up. So this is just me editing, and I'm also helping my brother with something with the background, so yeah, that's why it's like that. Anyways, back to... Hello. So I just finished editing all the chapters. It is currently 11:17, so it's about 4 hours since I first started editing. 2 chapters, they were both 9 pages, so I edited 18 pages tonight. And then if we're adding the 4 from before, 18 plus 4 is 22. So that's fun. Alright, so I'm gonna head to bed soon because it's like I can't stay up past 12, so I'm probably gonna head to bed around 11:45ish, 11:30. I'm just gonna end off the video here, so thank you so much for sticking with me on my writing routine, and tell you what I'm gonna be doing after this. What I usually do is work on my passion projects whenever I have time afterwards, which I usually don't. I usually go to sleep, so I either work on my book 5 draft, which is something I've been looking forward to for over a year, or I work on some short stories of stuff that is gonna happen later in the books, or just like my headcanon stories. I might share some of those headcanon stories later on when we get further in the series, but yeah. Again, thank you so much for sticking with me if you watched this whole thing, and I'll see you in another video. Also, I'm sorry the time lapse was so weird. I gotta do voice recording of that tomorrow, so yeah, this video will probably be up tomorrow morning, so see you guys then. Just wanted to add this little note. Sorry about the time lapse. It's a little weird. Goodbye.